It will, as you come through, you'll see people and places as you explore.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll let Duck decide what they're going to do, whether they want to just kind of wait and follow everybody else, or if they want to actually take charge and carry out the plan of the day.
No pressure. I'm just gonna sit back and just watch people watch.
Probably for the best, as far as your character goes. So I will advance the turn order to Afonso, who's probably still reloading.
Well, no, it's loaded for me.
Okay.
Okay. Are any of these, like, can I question about the specific numbers? Like,
yeah.
Okay.
Like if you want to say, I want to check out number 18, then you would move your character there, and I'll explain to you what it is, or what you can see at least. Maybe not what it is. Depends on which number you're looking at.
Okay, so I'm gonna walk a little bit forward and question what are the following, like, what can I see about the following numbers, like, closest to me?
Okay, so right there on the left side of your token there, the first building is, looks like a bathhouse and dress shop. It's a very large, well-appointed home. Oh no, this isn't the bathhouse and dress shop. Sorry, wrong number. This is a large, well-appointed home. There's half barrels painted with aromatic herbs and flowers that are flanking the entrance. The windows are decorated with flower-filled window boxes. If you look in the window, it appears to be a some sort of clothing proprietor, as it were.
Okay.
Number 8, you definitely can tell what this is, because the aromatic scent of baking, as this is a bakery.
Okay.
That's all you know about it right now. And then number 6 is pungent smell of tanned and oiled leather. In this very crowded workshop, you see leather saddles, reins, yokes, harnesses for, whether it's like a beast of burden, or whether it's a horse, whether it's a saddle for a horse, a riding horse, or whatnot. You also see different types of jackets, coats, boots, leggings, all that kind of stuff. Up to even what looks like to be full leather armor. This is definitely a leather worker's shop.
Okay. Can I continue forward, or can I just move like once?
Well, now that's your turn, so we'll go to the next person.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
So now it would be Bucket.
Well, Bucket's not too sure about big towns.
he hasn't been into that many of them. So he's just going to move cautiously down the road. And he wants to go to the tavern because his feet hurt and he wants to sit down. And he's just not sure what's going on. So he wants to go in there and sit down.
Okay. So it's the tavern is a very ramshackle building. It's 2 stories. It's got rusty metal grills that cover small, dirty windows. But the tavern's name is very clearly printed in large, simple letters on a wooden sign saying "The Helm at High Sun." Inside, it's very dimly lit, but a wood panel tap room. There's a long bar on the back with some candle lanterns hanging over it, stair leading down, and then a stair that looks like it's leading up to the next area. It seems like there's a lot of locals here. Since it is, I would say, afternoon to late evening, it's starting to fill up.
Well, he's going to go inside and he's going to go to the bar and try to get up on a stool because he's really short.
Okay. So, I'm not going to make you roll to get on a stool, but that would be kind of funny if you fell. Not going to lie. But, okay. You do see some folks hanging around. Are you listening at all or anything?
He's curious about what's going on and he's just going to stand on the stool because that's easier to see because sitting, you know,
Oh my
who sits?
gosh. So small.
Are there people close to him or?
Yeah, so it's pretty crowded. There's just you know, if you're actively listening for rumors versus are you just hanging out?
I just think he's more curious about what's going on, not actively listening for anything.
Okay.
Just kind of hanging out for now.
Just trying to. I got notes all over my screen right now, so I'm trying to figure out which one's which. You know how that goes.
Multitasking.
No, I want you to open. There you go. So, Are you going to actively listen for rumors and whatnot?
Not right now. He's just hanging out, trying to get a feel of the place.
So we'll move on to Sir Huxley. Why did it skip you? It skipped you, but it's your turn, Huxley.
Yeah, he would. I think he's traveled enough by now to know the drill. I think he would head for the tavern pretty much immediately.
Okay.
With his leading his donkey Clive down the road. Yeah, walking with purpose. I don't think he's really paying attention to kind of what anybody else is doing.
Okay.
I think he's just making a direct route.
All right. Are you once you get to the tavern? Obviously, you heard it explain.
Yeah.
What do you do when you're in the tavern?
I think you'd tie Clive up outside and head inside and find a seat
Okay.
at the bar. Yeah.
So are you sitting next to the strange little kobold that you've seen walking with you, or are you separating yourself from them?
No, I don't think he would avoid.
Okay.
Bucket. I think he would maybe give him a funny look since he's standing on the seat rather than sitting on it. But he would sit down next to him.
Okay.
And,
Yeah. I gotcha.
wait for the barkeep, keep his ears open.
So the bartender comes up to both of you, although he does side eye Bucket a little tiny bit. But you know, you're not. You're not. He's not. You're not causing any trouble yet. So. So he shows you what he's offering. It's there's a kind of like a white fruit ale, a lager, and a stout. Each one has its own price per se, and depending on how many you have, you might have to roll for intoxication. He does have some liquors as well. A whiskey, a gin, and a rum. And they do offer food, jerky strips, stuffed peppers, a bread bowl, and then they have baked pork and deep fried turkey and pan fried frog.
Oh, heck yeah.
So I will be keeping track of your alcohol content, but your food content, that's just kind of just cool flavor.
Frog flavor.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean, I think you would get probably a stout, as well as probably the pork. I think is
Okay.
his choice.
So the stout and the pork is one silver piece and 9 copper pieces.
nature.
Which
Seemed
one is
reasonable.
Huxley's on the map twice? That's weird.
Yeah. It just,
Yeah, I don't know. Control ball.
Just chuck him in. Chuck him in the corner and forget about perception.
Yeah, I don't want to mess anything up, so I'm just gonna move him out of the way.
Yeah, put baby in the corner.
I'm putting him in the corner. And he's gone.
Okay. So now it's the good old half-orc Ocknick's turn.
Okay. I assume I'm wearing a cloak. If I don't have a cloak, I want to try and find a cloak.
Did you put it on your?
I've got traveler's clothes, but I don't know what that entails.
So I guess you could say that you have a cloak on because, well, could be considered a traveling piece of the traveling clothes. So we'll just call it a wash and say you have a cloak.
Okay, awesome. In that case, I'm confident. I'm not angry. I think I'm going to go to the tavern also. And walk in and see my two companions.
Well, I mean, you guys don't necessarily know each other yet. You've seen each other.
In that case, I'm going to go sit on my own. Sorry, guys, no offense, but I don't know yet. Yeah, I'm going to find a quiet seat in the corner to try not to raise attention. You know, being half orc in a village, I don't feel that comfortable. Ready to kick off at any point, basically. So I'm going to find a quiet little seat in the corner. Try and get some food and a drink. And I feel like I'd always be aware, if that makes sense, trying to listen to my surroundings, just in case someone's noticed who I am, ready to attack me. Do you know what I mean? I'm on edge, if you will.
Okay.
Battle axe at ready. Or mace.
So obviously there is food and ale there and drink there if you choose to do it.
I do.
Are you drinking heavy or light?
Light. I'll drink light, just to calm my nerves.
Okay, so you'll have there's a white fruit ale, and then as far as food goes, turkey, frog, or pork. You can also get jerky or red peppers or a bread bowl.
It's going to be pork. Pork's got the most meat. I'm a big guy. I need meat. So an ale and some pork will do me good.
Yeah, so 1 silver piece and 6 copper pieces.
Okay. When it comes to deducting coins and stuff, how does that work? Because I know I've got 20 gold pieces.
Okay, so basically, the way it works, let me see the character sheet, okay, so they do electrum pieces. So how it works is there's 10 copper equals 1 silver.
Okay.
5 silver equal 1 electrum piece. And then, I think, let me.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could just do away with electrum too, like if you want.
Yeah.
I don't think
Whatever makes it simple.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna use it.
Yeah, I don't know why they put that in there. That's really weird, but
I don't know.
So 10 copper is 1 silver.
10 copper is 1 silver.
Yeah. How many silvers for a gold?
10.
Okay.
So it's 10, I can work that.
And then 10 gold equals a platinum. That makes it a lot easier. Electrum's this weird, it's 5 silver.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
It's just 10, 10, and 10. Don't worry about Electrum. We won't even mess with it. And if it comes up in like loot tables or whatever, I'll just adjust it for however much it's worth.
Awesome. So how much was my meal? Sorry, and drink.
So it was 1 silver and 6 copper. So if you gave him a gold piece, you would get back 8 silver and 4 copper.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
You said
And
it's
obviously-
10, 10, 10.
What's that?
You said it's 10, 10, 10, like that equals
Yep.
okay, gotcha.
10 copper is 10 silver. 10 silver is 10 is a gold. 10 gold is 1 platinum.
Okay.
Okay, then yeah, I'm just gonna sit there, have my drink, have my food, and keep my ears open.
Yeah, and I'm not going to be like super, picky on. You guys keep track of your own coinage, and if you cheat, you cheat. I can't do anything to stop you.
So I have 1,000 gold.
Okay, well that you're not going to be able to pull over on anybody.
Yeah,
No.
especially if you don't have a cloak. Come on
Yeah.
now.
You
No,
barely
I've got a
have
cloak.
a
Okay. With that, I'm happy to end my turn.
Okay.
You spent your 1,000 gold on the cloak.
Best be a cloak made of gold.
So back to good old Duck. Everybody else seems to have either just wandered down the street or gone into the tavern.
Oops, fell asleep.
Duck.
Sorry. I'm just gonna stick with wandering the streets, really, just like looking around, eyeing up people and the goods and stores.
Okay. Any specific area you want to go to?
Not really. She's just looking around, like taking in her surroundings, and
Okay.
she's not really specifically interested in anything. She's just checking out the area.
Okay. So just go ahead and move where she wants to walk.
Okay. I should probably go down this way.
So as you walk down, I'm going to fill in some blanks here.
Yeah.
This one here kind of looks like some kind of shrine. Number 1. This one here has a sign. Number 7. And on it, it has a name, Helver Tarnlar. Clothier. It's like a clothing shop and accessory shop. Number 10 also has a sign out front. And on the sign it says "Draw Fine Poultry." And down this street here, down this little lane here, you see another sign, and on that sign it says, what does it say? Jalessa Orna Butcher. And you can definitely see the butcher shop there. Definitely says butcher shop. And on this side, there's another. Also, where the caravan kind of went to is Whalver's Wagon Works, which is repair and building wagons, right here at number 60. All right. So that's what you see as you walk through the town. And is that your turn?
Yeah.
Finished? Okay. Now it will be Alfonso.
Okay. I think I'ma go into the bakery.
Into the bakery. Okay. Okay, and you go into the bakery. There's a very thin human. Standing there. He is, he's the proprietor of this area. And he says, how are you today? What can I do for you?
Alfonso responds, "I'm good. Thanks for asking." And asks if there happens to be a library of some sorts in the town.
Library? I don't think there's a library here. You might be able to find a book or two down at Valavo Sundries, which is down the other end of town. It's like, can I get you any bread or anything?
Sure, I don't. What kind of bread do you have for sale?
What kind of bread does he have for sale? Well, you know, pretty much it's a bakery, so pick something. Yeah, so he shows you his wares. You know, most of it is just basic bread loaves and such.
Okay, well, how much for a loaf of bread?
2 copper pieces, please.
Okay, I'll take a loaf of bread. And then after that, Fonzo will probably leave back out, but that's it. 2 copper pieces.
While he's getting your bread, he says, "You wouldn't happen to be looking for some work? You look like an adventurer."
Oh. Fonzo turns back and looks a little intrigued and says, I wouldn't mind some work. What kind of work are you talking about?
Well, he says, you know, there was I happened to hear a rumor about a haunted tomb. And I went to look for myself, but I think it's just goblins that are trying to scare off intruders. And where there's goblins, it's generally not a good thing. Like, so, I know of a few people who might be willing to provide some compensation for clearing those goblins out.
Okay. Thanks for letting me know about the work. I might go take care of some goblins. And where again did you say these goblins were located? Where did the rumor state they were located?
It's an old, he says it's an old tomb in the valley, and he kind of draws out a quick rough map with red larch and kind of showing the area where it's at.
Okay. Fonzo thanks the baker and accepts the map and is about to be on his way.
Okay. So that's your turn.
Yep.
And you now know that this is called Lauren's Bakery. Okay. Back to Bucket in the tavern.
So Bucket starts waving his arms to get the barkeep's attention, and he's like, "Hey, Sudslinger, hey!" To try to get his attention.
The bartender gives you kind of a weird, annoyed look, and then he comes over and he says, "What do you want?"
Do I smell frog?
Yeah. We have pan-fried frog.
Is it the whole frog, or is it just the frog legs? Because I want a whole frog.
It's the whole frog.
I want a whole frog. And then he starts digging around in his bucket for money. And it's just noises of just stuff upon stuff in this bucket as he digs around in it looking for coins.
He says it'll be 4 gold pieces.
What? I don't have 4 gold pieces. And then he just kind of plops down on his butt on the stool. I guess I won't have any frog then. How about a job?
So Huxley and Bucket can both give me an insight check. Well, Huxley's really not paying attention at all. However, Bucket knows that because he saw it, somebody got a pan-fried frog over there, and he was only charged a silver piece and some copper.
Well, Bucket's like, you're trying to swindle me because I'm different. This is not cool. And then he like slams his little fist on the bar.
The bartender says, well, when monsters come into the bar, that's usually what we do. And Huxley, you can hear this, by the way.
Well, he speaks up. What was that?
How are you asking that? So, give me some intimidation. The bartender quickly recants his statement. He's like, "Sorry, I didn't know you guys were friends," and quickly gets a frog to Bucket and says, "No charge. Sorry for the misunderstanding."
That's better.
That's what I thought. It pays to have big friends. And then, Bucket just kind of like nudges Huxley, even though he doesn't know him, with his elbow.
Just eat your frog.
Do you want a piece? I can break off a leg. You want a frog leg?
Thank you.
Okay.
I'll pass.
So Bucket just starts eating his frog happily.
Can we? We're getting a lot of echo from your mic, Afonso.
Mine?
Oh, my mic?
Like
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
I keep hearing like double. I don't know if there's anything we can do about that, but just figured I'd
Try
find
putting
out.
your earphones. Try putting your earphones back in if you're not streaming. Maybe.
Okay.
Probably your mic picking it up if you're playing it through the laptop. That's all
Yeah,
I'm thinking.
it might be the speakers might be a little too loud, so it's picking it up or something.
Okay.
Something like that. Yep. But we got a free frog. We're already off to a good start.
Yeah.
Well, he's just going to chow down on his frog now. If only I had some ketchup.
Have you seen many Dragonborn?
Not recently.
None? None that look like me at all? Less handsome?
Not really, no.
I'll look a little disappointed and then just nod. Thanks.
I'll keep my eye open, though.
Appreciate it. You know anything about this hidden tunnel?
What hidden tunnel?
Apparently there's a hidden tunnel in the wagon works. Know anything about that?
I do not know anything.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay. Then we'll go to Ochnik.
Okay. Would I have heard any of this conversation? Because I did sit away from them.
Not really, no. You wouldn't hear it.
Okay.
I mean, you could try a perception roll to see if you caught any of it, but it would be a fairly rough roll to beat.
For what it's
It's
worth,
a very
Huxley-
loud area.
Huxley is not trying to be quiet, so whatever that's worth.
Okay, so how do you roll perception? Have I just done it right?
Well, you run. That was persuasion.
Oh, sorry.
Wrong P
Try
word.
that one.
Oh,
Yeah,
That would be no.
You don't hear
That
nothing.
would be a no.
Yeah.
Okay, so
you
I
just hear
assume obviously-
elevator music.
have I at least been that they was talking to someone and they've randomly decided to move away?
Yeah, I guess you. Yeah, that you could see.
Okay. In that case, seeing that, I'm going to walk over and I'm going to assume that there's now a seat available next to Huxley.
Yep.
I'm going to take a seat, look at them both. Dragon, lizard. How's it going?
This is
I'm
a
no
popular,
lizard.
This is a popular seat, isn't it?
You look like a lizard to me. I'm going to call for the barkeep. And I'm going to ask the barkeep if there's anyone or anything that needs killing.
Subtle.
Straight to the point.
If you're looking for work, I suggest you find the town's constable, Harbrook Tuthmarilar. These freaking names, man. Oh,
I don't think he went to school.
yeah.
Okay, so where
You'd
have I
find
find Herbert?
Harbrook. He lives with his wife down there at the butcher shop down the way.
Okay. And in hearing this, I'm going to turn to my travellers. So I know we don't know each other, but I'm here for some work. If you're interested. I prefer to work alone, but you look like a strong boy, Mr. Dragon, and your pet over there.
I'm no pet.
Well, I don't know you, do I? So, you're more than happy to come along, but that's where I'm going now. Good day to you, sir. Barkeep. Enjoy your frog. See you later. And I'm gonna...
He's gonna ask the bartender if it pays.
Oh, I don't care about that. I just want to kill something.
Yeah, but he does.
Okay, which is fair. I'll pause at that point to hear the results.
That will be something you'll have to talk to the constable about.
Louis.
And in that case, I'm going to head out and start making my way up to, you know, the butchers, you said, sorry. Where Alfonso is.
Huxley will follow. He's
But
gonna
I'm not
pull-
finished with my frog.
He's gonna pull bucket.
Just put it in your bucket. Bring it with you.
Okay. He drops it in his bucket and he hops down.
He's gonna
And yeah, I'll make my way up to the butchers and, you know,
Don't need the
I don't know if do I have enough time to go in, or is that my turn? I don't know how these work.
Yeah, so we'll end that. We'll end your turn here, so we can get to
Yeah.
Duck.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. So I'm getting tired of walking around and seeing everybody. So I'm actually starting to get a bit hungry. So I make my way to the bakery, and as I'm walking by, I see this orc. What looks to me like it's like a full-grown like orc, and
I've got a hood on. I'm a big boy.
yeah, well, it's this big boy definitely stick out, and I can definitely tell that you're
Yeah, did Huxley and Bucket, did you guys go with him?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So you don't see just an orc. You see an orc, a dragonborn, and a kobold.
Oh God. Okay.
Sounds like the start of a really bad joke.
Yeah. It definitely takes my interest, so I quietly follow behind to see where it is that they're headed.
Okay. So since the party's almost kind of sorted together, we'll go to Alfonso real quick.
Okay. He walks out of the bakery and also sees the big orc walking past.
I've got a hood on, man.
You see a very large from behind, because he's walking towards Duck. So you will only see him from behind, but from behind you see a very, very large individual and the back of a dragonborn and a kobold walking down the road.
Okay. He looks at, well, he takes a bite of the bread he just bought. Might as well eat it. He bought the bread. And then he looks at the map to see which way he should head. And which way does the map, like, point?
Let me look at that real quick. Because it's definitely not in town. It's outside of town.
Okay. Well, which general direction out of town should he head towards?
He's just going, huh?
He ain't got no time. Cowboy waits for no one.
He's used to being a loner.
So it's kind of northeast along the long road. Actually, the way you in, it's kind of that way, but off the road. You could also get to it on the large path. That's how you marked it.
Okay.
So on this, you've got basically this area up here. Let me just, this area right here.
Okay.
So the way we came.
Or this way.
Okay, well, he's gonna go kind of behind all of them and head like that way. Well, he's still behind him, but he's gonna go that way.
So he's headed towards
The Lareth path. Yeah.
the large path. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Excellent.
All right. So you head down towards this way, right? Are you right about here?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Would he have passed us?
Yeah, it kind of passes behind you. You see this very, very short bird-looking fellow. It's very, very unique. so it's definitely causing some people to turn their heads.
Well, Bucket says, I thought owls flew.
Loud enough for him to hear?
Probably not.
Okay.
Can I chime in and say what's dinner walking around town for?
Maybe it's just the talented ones that can fly. He would say that loudly. He doesn't talk quietly. Pretty much ever.
So I'm guessing does like Alfonso hear that? Like
Yes.
Alfonso like looks back and hears the comments and questions like, "Are you talking about my wings?"
Your
Turn.
chicken wings?
I'm not a chicken. I am an owl. Gets it right.
A flightless owl.
I'm not a flightless owl. You just can't see my wings fully because they're hiding behind my cloak.
Are you or are you not currently flightless?
Right now I'm walking, but if I chose to fly, I could fly.
AKA flightless.
Wouldn't it be faster to fly than walk? Who walks when they can fly?
That's what I'm saying. If they could fly, why aren't they flying?
I can
bet you still
fly.
taste
I
like
just
chicken.
like to see my surroundings. I like to walk around town.
It feels like you could see your surroundings a lot better if you were in the air.
Well, I feel
my
since I'm
point.
small, I can take in a lot. The surroundings look bigger since I'm small, okay? Don't question why I'm not flying.
It's just an observation.
Okay.
Bet you
Well,
still taste like chicken.
well, good day. Good day. I'm going
Nods.
to continue and be on my way. Thank you.
Now see what you did? You upset the bird. I mean, the owl. You upset the... whatever. You upset him.
I upset a lot of people that I meet. Strange how that works.
So, question for Alfonso. It's kind of late afternoon, early evening. Do you want to go exploring now while it's nighttime? Or about to be nighttime? Or do you want to wait until morning?
Good point. Okay, I'll say yeah, Fonzo realized the time of day and decided that he'll wait till morning. So he stops where he's going. He just stops. And he stops and turns back towards the Dragonborn and asks, "Do you know where the nearby inn is?"
That way?
Yeah, it's like right in front of you.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
It's right,
If
well,
he
it's
was in
right in
the
front of
air.
everybody.
If you was in the air, you wouldn't
If
see
he
it.
was flying, yeah, he could probably see it better.
You know what? Forget I asked. And Alfonso heads towards the inn.
Fair warning, owl person.
Yes, what warning? What warning?
The bartender doesn't seem to like anybody that isn't human. So.
Oh, thank you
Except that's
for letting
the
me know
tavern,
that.
not the inn. Did you guys hear that?
Yeah,
What?
okay, well
That's,
noted.
That's the tavern, not the inn.
You wouldn't know the difference.
Oh, okay.
He's never been here before, so.
Okay, well
Leave
noted.
it at-
I'll be more cautious around those I talk to here.
Yeah, just don't let him, take you for all of your money, because he's going to try.
Okay. And Alfonso faces towards the inn.
Okay, so you're going to go to the inn, huh?
Yes.
The inn. Okay, so the inn is a 3-story stone structure crowned by a steep slate roof that bristles with many chimneys. The signboard hangs from chains right over the door, and it's carved basically like a big giant scimitar with the inn's name, the swinging sword in red paint. The inn has stables and outbuildings. So yeah, you can enter the inn.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna move you over to the inn, and we're gonna go to Bucket, Huxley, and Ochnick walking down the road.
Okay. I want to know what that little owl chicken was walking with purpose. What for?
Probably to get away from you.
I mean, I've seen people scared and I've seen people determined.
He's very determined to be in a place that you're not.
Listen, little lizard.
I'm not a lizard!
You're a
Actually,
snack.
distant cousins to
No one asked you!
Dragonborn, like me,
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
who are distant cousins to dragons. Perhaps you've heard of them. Dragons.
Yeah, they're them ones that think they're big and tough, ain't they?
Ones that are big and tough.
Have they fought an orc before?
I would imagine, yes. Plenty. But I don't know for sure. That's...
There we go then, we can only speculate.
Well, actually, I've seen one eat an orc before, and a human, and some guy in armor, and it just didn't end well for them.
nods.
So
Must have been a weak orc.
while this conversation is going on, Duck has watched this very riveting conversation, probably with amusement. So what is Duck going to do?
So I've just been standing there watching this, and the one thought that comes across my mind is like, it's just a bunch of idiots. I had nothing to worry about. I mean, you know, but I'm still quite even more intrigued of this group and what it is, why they're together. So I get closer to them so I can hear better and see if I'm sure they'll notice me, but I'm even more intrigued of the owl that actually went into the inn, so I decide to venture away from the group and go to the inn.
So would we have noticed a dwarf walking towards us and then randomly just divert off at the last second?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Did you see that little midget then?
Oh,
It's definitely getting dark.
I have night vision, dark vision. Would I have seen the dwarf?
Right. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you can definitely tell that shops are closing up and such. So
We didn't make it to the bakery, guys.
Why were we going to go to the bakery?
Was
You
it?
You just had a leg of pork.
The butcher.
I like
Not the
food.
baker, the butcher.
Oh, they sell food, right? Meat. I like meat. So
Meat and
where
bread are very different things.
you put meat on bread, and
Even an orc must know the difference.
I weren't listening to the guy. I thought he said bakery. Do we have time to go to the butcher's, or is it too late for the butcher's? Is the question.
Everything's closing.
I am tired.
Closing, but not closed.
I'm going to go find a room. He's going to walk towards the inn.
Okay.
I'm
He's-
just going to follow him.
He's tugging
Seems fair.
Clive the donkey along. with him.
What number is the butcher's? Do I know this or no?
Out of character, I would know that it is 11. But I don't think that we, in character, know that. Or where it is.
So I'm going to wander the streets because I'm stubborn.
Well, it says there's a big giant sign that says the Swinging Sword Inn.
Yes, I'm going to walk past it and try and find the butcher's.
If you can't read, just follow your nose.
I'll go to the bakery at that rate.
The bakery's closed, so you're going to head down this way towards the...
Yes.
Which is also closed. So
the butcher's... Go on.
The folks that went into the Swinging Sword, you are... it is very welcoming and luxurious by the area's rustic standards. It is run by the proprietor who actually comes and introduces herself as Kaylessa Irkwell, a human commoner. She looks to be about, in her 40s, but she's got a very pleasant personality, and she looks at your guys' group. She says, "Oh, an adventure group, huh?"
Alfonso realizes everyone coming in and realizes why she says that. It's like, no, I'm not with this group. I don't know any of these people. I just wanted a room for the night if possible.
Well, we have rooms for the night. I kind of wish you were an adventuring group, though.
Oh, you wish? Why is that? Why is that?
Well, things have been weird.
Weird? How so?
Well, there's a lot of monsters and strange fogs, cold breezes and hot gusts of wind, sudden lightning bolts stabbing up from the hills.
Oh gosh.
There's lots of foul magic going on. I wish somebody would look into it.
Well, I already had plans to take care of these goblins tomorrow, but I wouldn't mind looking more into that. That piques my interest.
Says, "I'll tell you where to look." It's like, you gotta go find the Lance Rock. The constable and the town elders, they don't want to help. So if you go investigate Lance Rock, I know there's an evil presence. You need to make sure there's no sinister anything lurking around there. I'll pay you 50 gold.
Yes, I'll take it. Yes, hello. He raises his hand.
And see, now you already have help. Still talking to
Alfonso.
Alfonso, yes.
Alfonso puts his hand to his little beak, like out of annoyance, but realizes that he wouldn't mind the help, even if the help already annoyed him. Well, he looks back at everyone, so are y'all interested in this?
I'm interested in 50 gold.
50 gold each?
I doubt it.
Not each.
Well, you wouldn't be getting all the 50 gold pieces. I would say we would split it.
Either way, that buys a lot of frogs.
I could put frogs in my bucket.
There's a lot of them in there, yes.
So it's now back to the subject of rooms. So we have the upper floor, which are our dormitories, There's a few rooms that can be shared amongst 6 people, and for that it's just 1 silver a night. Or you can have there's a suites downstairs. That sleep 1 person, and they have they're basically they have their own room with their own wardrobe, and also it has running water due to the cisterns on top of the roof.
Yes, a suite, please. Thank you.
I will take a suite as well.
The suites are 10 silver or 1 gold. Sorry, I almost said
Okay.
10 silver. I'm like, that's 1 gold.
Okay. Alfonso hands them 1 gold piece.
Okay.
I can just sleep in the stables. That's cheap, right?
I don't think they're going to charge you for that, but you probably need to get permission.
Can I ask her if I can sleep in the stables?
Yeah. So, let's see here. She kind of looks at you funny, and then she says, I don't see why not, but if anything's broken, you're going to have to pay for it.
I don't break things.
It's,
And then he just kind of looks to the side.
Yeah. Anyways, okay, back to Oknik. Oknik, you're coming down here, and you find that the butcher shop is definitely closed.
Okay, so after knocking for 20 minutes.
Well, you can knock.
Okay, so I knock.
Yeah, so you knock on. There's nobody answering that. However, there are basically 4 identical buildings running from the street back in a line, and the first one is the butcher shop, and then the second one looks like and smells like a smokehouse of some sort. Definitely see
Okay.
and then the third house looks like it's just a normal home. And then the fourth one looks definitely has some one human guard standing out in front of it, just kind of like almost a night watch going on.
Guarding the house, or they're just standing there?
Just standing out in the area.
Okay, I'm going to speak to the night watch and ask what time the butcher opens in the morning.
No, first thing at sunup.
Okay, what time do you know what time the tavern's open till?
Probably pretty late. You know.
All right. Cheers, my guy.
Looking for a place to stay. You probably want to look at Mother Yolanta's or the Swinging Sword.
And can you direct me to Mother Yolanta's?
It's right next to the tavern.
Awesome. So I'm gonna, give him a swift high five and leave. I'm gonna go towards the Mother Yolanta's.
Okay.
And I'm gonna stroll in there and see what that's all about. Gonna go in and ask how much a room is and what they've got.
Yep. So Mother Yolanta's is a very dilapidated boarding house. There are many balconies and outside staircases. As you come inside, it's a warren of narrow and creaky passages that snake all around with flimsy partitions. However, it is noisy, but its atmosphere is definitely cheerful, not like slumlord, but it's just basically a area for laborers. You know, people. You know.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna ask if there's a room or somewhere for me to sleep and how much it is.
Yeah, it's super cheap, 5 copper pieces. Basically, there's you know, it's basically a small room with a cot, and that's pretty much it.
I'm gonna ask the person behind the counter if they've heard of any killings in the area.
Oh, so yeah, the proprietor is is Mother Yolantha Dreen, human, like rail thin and pipe smoking, right? You know, looks like, you know, the old
Yeah.
lady that runs the boarding house that you kind of don't want to cross because she probably mess you up, you know.
Yeah, sounds like she knows some things though.
What you hear, you know, not just from her but from all over the place, in this area is talking about brigands lurking around Red Larch at night, not to mention monsters ranging from snake-headed rats to ghostly dragons that fade away when approached.
Okay. And is you heard of any work available or anybody looking for some muscle?
She doesn't know anything about per se, but she does point you toward wait, hang on. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. She points you to talk to Helver Tarnlar.
Herbert again.
No.
Is that the same guy from earlier or a different person?
No, that's the. So you've basically been told to talk to the who's Holbrook, I believe, and then
Right.
Helver is the person who runs the Claudier around the corner.
Okay.
But it's also nighttime, so.
Yes. So in that case, what I'm going to do is pay the 5 copper, pre-book my room, and then I'm going to go back to the tavern and drink my night away.
Okay.
Because all the shady characters come out at night in my eyes.
In the tavern, you run into
Yes.
Holbrook, the constable.
Oh.
And he looks at you and he says, You're just the kind of person I'm looking for as you come in. He says, I don't have time to wander around the countryside and go on wild goose chases, but everybody keeps talking about these bandits somewhere around here or somewhere. So I'll pay you to get a group together and go search the Cairn Road south of town for any kind of bandit.
I'm going to ask what's the pay?
To give you 3 gold pieces per person.
Per person killed?
Per person on the group.
Oh, in my group, okay. Any other details I need to know?
That's pretty much all he knows about.
Okay. I might have a weird group that I could throw together in mind. And I offer to buy him a drink.
Okay. How much are you drinking tonight?
I'm drinking rather heavily. I don't know if I'm going to make it back to the board.
Okay. You're carousing.
Oh yes. I'm drinking to forget my sorrows.
All right. Brooklyn. All right. So, wrong one. Wrong table. Sorry.
Have I messed stuff up? I
No,
can drink
no.
light, it's easy.
No, you haven't messed anything up. I'm just, So, give me a D100 roll.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
36.
36.
Okay, you are involved in a random brawl by the end of the night. Go ahead
Sounds
and
good to
roll me a athletics check.
I'm good at those, I think. 19.
Okay, so you're involved in a brawl and nothing bad happens besides. And
Okay.
they break it up and they make you go home.
Did I manage to get the guy who was offering me a drink drunk? I was hoping I could haggle the price after getting him drunk.
No. He had a few drinks and then left with his wife.
Oh, fair dues, I'd do the same. So in that case, I go to. Oh, I nip into the inn on my way home, where the party is. I hand the barmaid a little note saying it's your boy Ocnick. Meet me outside the inn in the morning. Might have some work, and then I'll go to bed basically.
You're giving that to who?
The person behind the inn that everyone else is in, knowing that everyone else has gone to sleep there.
Okay.
The bartender.
He's giving.
or whatever.
Yeah,
Okay.
everyone's covered the name, so I can't. It's the singing something.
Yeah, the swinging sword.
Okay, so I've nipped in there. I've give the person behind the counter a note to give to one of the party members in the morning when they wake up.
Okay, so in the morning when you wake up, you guys have a note to meet Ocnick, and you guys decide whether you're going to meet the gentleman or not. And I use the term loosely.
Okay.
I think Huxley would shrug. If it pays.
Yeah.
I feel like there's already 3 different things now that we can do.
More money.
More frogs.
Well, if he's more
More
help,
fun.
then I suggest we meet up and determine where we go from here.
All right. So you guys meet up with Ocnick. What do you say to them, Ocnick?
I'm just going to say I managed to get some work tonight, if you're interested. How did you do? Because I know Huxley's after work.
I have a map that I got from the baker, leading to some goblins that need to be killed.
Okay. Interesting.
And then there's that weird rock.
Yeah. So there's a lot
So
going
they
on in
said
this town.
very ominously that there's evil there at a place called Lance Rock.
I believe so.
Mine's just killing some bandits. Mine sounds boring. Not gonna lie to you guys.
Goblins or ominous evil.
Goblins.
Which one
or
pays the
goblins?
most? Which
I
one's more
don't
dangerous?
know
I
how
want
much
to
we
do
would
the
be
most.
getting for the goblins. I don't remember if they told me. But I know 50 gold pieces will be separated among us if we go to this rock.
Yeah, they said they would pay well.
Yeah. They didn't tell me how much
Where
they pay
did
for the
you-
goblins.
Where did you get the information about the goblins?
From the baker at the bakery.
Oh, bakery. I like food.
Stop
So
thinking
my-
about food!
No. So my suggestion would be to find out how much money is the goblin job, and we go for the most dangerous, which would involve the most killing.
I mean, the smart thing would be to do the easiest one first.
I agree
Only
with
weaklings
that.
say that.
In my experience, bandits are easy to kill.
Only weak people would say that.
It's easy money. It has nothing to do with being strong. It has everything to do with being smart.
Yes, that's what he said.
I just want to kill something.
Well, then bandits can be killed. Let's go kill bandits.
I guess we can start with the bandits, but I'm very intrigued about this rock, so I would like to go there next if possible.
We can
Yes,
do
the rock. Let's do the
next.
rock. Fine. He's sort of defeated. Sort of kicks a stone on the floor and says, "We'll kill some bandits first, and weaklings."
He'll just pat him on the shoulder and then walk south.
They'll all tremble before your might.
Which way to
And
these
the honor of the
bandits?
orcs. I can't
Okay.
remember. I had a lot to drink.
South, I think.
Well, then south we
South.
should go. Anyone
So-
need anything before we travel?
So yeah, if you guys are going to go out to the bandits, that's just a few probably like a mile or two out of town down the Cairn Road. Okay, and then obviously the Lance Rock is to the southwest of Red Larch, while the bandits are to the southeast, and then the goblins are to the northeast.
Okay. Which one's the closest? Do we know that by?
They're all about
Conversing with
equal
each other?
distance.
Oh, so it makes no difference then, because we can always come back to town,
Yeah.
claim a reward, go to
Yeah,
the next
you
one.
wouldn't really know how far they are per se, because you don't know where they're at. The only one that's marked on the map is the haunted, the tomb that's supposedly haunted with the goblins around it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah. But it's 2:00, so I'm gonna have to probably call it for today. This is like a really good place to stop too, because you've got everybody met and we're ready to go.
Sure.
Next time, I won't have as much problems with the map because I kind of figured it out. That's
Hopefully.
Yeah, it's really weird. Well, so like if I put up a regular map, you guys could see it, you know? Well, that's because they had taken the map and like all the DM information and like all the labels and everything and just thrown it onto the DM thing instead of putting it in layers properly. So yeah, this was from the module. So now that I know that, I'll be able to make sure that everyone can see.
Yeah, it's,
But,
it's a learning curve.
Yeah. So
Cool.
so I believe we agreed to do next Sunday,
Yeah.
Yes.
and then we'll do every other Sunday after that. So
Yeah.
it'll be the 10th
Yeah.
and then the 24th, because I
Sure.
believe Duck
Ray, yeah.
said they're out for a couple weeks, like from the 13th to the 24th. So
Yeah. I'm not sure. I'll have to let you know. It all depends if I'm able to get back from my destination or not. So.
yeah, well, if the 24th is there, if you just send me a message, I can either, basically have your character kind of sit out. You're not going to lose any experience points or anything, because I'm doing leveling by milestone. Yeah, it can or you can just kind of be put on autopilot where your character helps with combat, but it doesn't make any really important or anything like that. So, but yeah, I mean, if you can make it, great. If you can't, I understand that you've got stuff to do. But yeah, we wanted to go back to that other schedule, so that everyone had already planned for. Last week I got called into work.
Yeah.
I apologize for that, but stuff happens.
It happens.
Certainly does.
But yeah, so I mean, good session, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. There's more to come. Things are going to get a lot better from here on out now that we've kind of worked through some of the growing pains. And we'll be doing some combat and some treasure and stuff and exploration next Sunday. Okay.
Okay.
Good.
Awesome.
All right. Well, I've got to go because my kid wants to do the tires on their bike, and I told them I'd do it this afternoon, and they've been. Is it time yet? So it happens, right?
Until next Sunday.
Yep. Have a good week, guys, and we'll see you in a week.
Bye.
Sounds
Yes.
good.
All right.
Enjoy, guys. Have a good one.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Well, thank you all for watching. Until next Sunday.